Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender normal sisters. It's time for some more Solar Punk with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we are getting back into it now that we have a lot of power options. We have solar power, we have wind power, we have basic generators so we can burn stuff. We also now have the Sky Turbine, which produces a lot of power, but also apparently takes up a lot of space. So I'm not entirely sure if we can stack more of them up, or if like doing one of those with a lot of like wind turbines would be better. We're gonna have to play around with that, but we have enough power to put down 2 more drones once we get the material to make them. So with that said, let's go and jump into the game, shall we? We also have like a lot of various different things that we can make, various different plants. Like we almost have a full-on farm here. So we have 3 BFT. I still don't know what that means. Alright, there we go. What is it that we are needing? We are needing, right, 30 bricks. So we need clay. Now what is it that we need for... Alright, we can do a lot of decorative stuff. We can do sheep shelters. Right, we need paprika. Let's go ahead and get our clay. We have 5 bricks already. What is it for a drone? It is 8 cobalt, 16 iron, 16 copper, 16 silicon. Alright, so a lot of stuff. Let's take a look and see here. Okay, we have cobalt there. I was just gonna say, I'm like, wonder how our drones are doing. Alright, so we need... Silicone shouldn't be a problem to get. As a matter of fact, we probably have some sitting out here. So we can go ahead and start dump you guys in. Alright. There we go. So we'll need some more. We'll need some more copper. And then we can assign a drone to go and get copper. go ahead and repair the damage. Grab our copper. Alright. So we need to find a source of clay. Those are sand. Now, if I remember right, I think up north we had a source of clay. Yeah, I think it was this island out here. So somewhere up here, I know we had like we had a source of clay. Let's see if we can find our mining spot here. There it is. There it is. Clay. All right, let's put our clay down here. And we need how much? How many bricks do we need? We need 30. Okay. So there's our 16. Oh, okay. I think that actually should be more than enough. Because, yeah, we've got 5 bricks in our inventory right now. Now we have 5 things of... we've got 25 things of just outright clay. So we have more than enough bricks to get another blueprint. I think to upgrade our technology, we need like a diamond. But yeah, we should be able to make at least one, if not two more drones. And we could make a forester. We could get a forester too, which I think what that does is like within the bounds of this area, it just harvests wood, which would be really awesome. All right, start backing it off. No need to come in roaring like a madman. Yeah, see that would that could take up a lot of space. All right. Make some that. And we needed how much iron? 16 iron. Okay. All right. We've got enough to make some more feed. Go chickens, water. And how are we doing on algae? All right. So yeah, see, we've still got, with all of that, we've still got 850. Of course, we are, you know, we do have pretty good wind still, so. All right, we need to make something. Corn truffle and water bottle. All right. So let's go ahead and make some vegetable stir fry. And what else was it? Right. And it was a fruit plate that will ease our water consumption. There we go. All right. And we need to run up and get our iron. Okay. Need 16, that, and that. And we need 3 more pieces of copper and 6 more pieces of iron. think we'll need more, yeah, we need another cable, too. Go ahead and do a cable. Okay. What are you working on? You're not working on anything. So we can make 2 briquettes. Go ahead and pop those in there. The 1 full briquette will make a full thing of a full stack, I do believe. So let's see, 2 more will get us down to 600. All right. Let's refill our candle. So I do want to see when we get to 1 BFT. I want to see what it's going to be, how we're going to be, how much power we're going to have at the bare minimum. Hopefully, the forecast is actually kind of spot on. It's actually kind of rare that we only have one BFT for the wind. But basing everything on the least, on the lowest thing is good. So now we're down to 1 BFT. So what is our power here? So we are making right, we have 700, so we can do two more drones, and we'll still have 100 energy balance minimum. Which means 2 more windmills, and we can put in our 2 more ovens here, and we'll be good. All right, let's go ahead and make a drone. Put a drone there, set our cables there. set you to copper. All right. So now we should be down to 100 energy balance of well, so yeah, energy balance of 400. And we can go ahead and sleep now, so that we get up and the sun's all bright and shiny. So we can swing her around here. We can go deliver our bricks. And then we can find out, and then we can figure out what we need to start collecting next. $20 corn. All right, we could do automatic stuff. So water trough that pumps water from the ground using energy. Or a forester bot that automatically produces wood. We'll go ahead and do the forester bot. Because having a source of wood just sounds good to me. Alright, so what does it take for a forester bot? Forester bot takes 4 circuit boards, a metal axe, 16 birch saplings, 50 wood, 16... Oh, wow, okay. Birch saplings are no problem. We need 1 more iron, 1 more copper, and 1 more silicon. Alright. Oh no, we need, like, a lot more silicon. Okay, there we go. There's that. Awesome. Let's go collect up some more wood. Yeah, I have a spare metal axe. All right, so forester. All right, we need more birch saplings, and we need circuit boards. We need a lot more algae. So we need 4 circuit boards total. And let's go ahead and head out to our copper field and say, hey, you're just let's start bringing in copper. Pick up this round, and then we've got a drone that's going to be just dealing with just copper. All right, we've got less and less that we need to go around collecting and stuff, which is awesome. Sort. Wow, you guys are thirsty. Beeswax. Copper. All right. So yeah, we just need to wait and get our algae up and going. All right, and we need our corn. All right, we only have 2 pieces of corn. We do have a drill, okay. Working on copper, you're working, okay. I don't think we've got any more iron at the moment, nope. So we can run up here and grab some real quick. Because ideally what I want to do is I want to have a drone ready to collect up the, ready to collect up our clay. So I want, when I go up and put the drill down for the clay, I want to have a drone ready to just go and start fetching. So we need 5 more copper and 8 more iron. All right, there we go. Yes. That about just fine. Looks like just rain, not like thunderstorms. And yeah, that'll be fine. We can put 1 more drone on this power grid without any problems. All right, there's all the copper we need. We need 3 more pieces of iron and we'll be good as far as that goes. Awesome. We are progressing. So yeah, then we'll have clay. I don't I don't know how much of a... I don't know how much of a footprint that takes. So that will put on 2 of those, or 2 energy furnaces, or 2 drones. So we could go with 5 drones and still and get our sand as well. Go ahead and refill our thing there. All right. So there is our next drone. We're gonna, let's say, mark you as clay. Add you to that. So now, yeah, we've got 100 extra watts. So our windmills are being taken care of. Our windmills are taking care of our drones, and our Sky Turbine is taking care of our furnaces. So we could go ahead and try making another Sky Turbine. Which would enable us, which would just right then and there would enable us to put down 2 more energy furnaces. We have 8. So we're going to need 20 iron. Got 9. As long as this one has... Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we've got 11 there. So, yeah, we'll have our 20 iron that we'll need for our next Sky Turbine. So that does delay our forester. But we don't really need the forester right this minute. There we go. Everything's filled. Everything's full. All right. Let's go ahead and fast forward to the morning. Actually, hang on a moment here. I just thought of something. I don't know. No, we don't have any cables. We don't have any cables. We need cables in order to connect all this stuff up. I mean, all this stuff is literally just one, one wind turbine to... It's literally just one wind turbine to one... Literally just one wind turbine to one miner drill. And then we assign the drone to come and get it, and we're good. And we'll have an infinite source of clay. Which means we could make a mansion, basically. We could make like a big-ass house made of bricks. And just be like, yeah, we're king of the we're king of the king. We're king of the area. We're king of the kingdom. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, it does, but kind of redundant. Over here. All right. Break out the stuff. Drill, check. Windmill. Ah, there you are. Check. Power cables, check. Alright, so, drill. Windmill. Power cable connect you to you. And then we say, take a look at you, and we assign clay. Now the only reason we'll need to come back out here is for the sheep. Once we get a sheep pen made, that is. So one more Sky Turbine and one more windmill, and we should be able to make another. We'll be able to put down two more ovens and one more drone, and everything that's on other islands will be collecting up. Say grab you. We can say another wind turbine. Too close to another Sky Turbine. Alright, how far away do you need to be? Alright, so we can put you like up here. And then we need more iron. All right, corn. There we go. There is corn. Here are truffles. We have eggies. Lots of eggs. Okay. Got all that sorted. Almost. All right. Hello there, Moon Mage. Welcome. Going through and tending to the farm. All right. Let's see here. You weren't working on anything. You're working on that. Okay. Get some get our copper out, and put you into there. So we have our silicone, our cobalt, our copper, and our clay. We have a spare 100 watts of energy. Hang on a moment here. Let me think about what I'm doing here. Okay, there we go. We have a second. We have a second Sky Turbine. We have a mine over with our... Alright. We have a mine with at our clay. We now have 950 extra watts of power. Well, that's partially because this one isn't doing anything at the moment. Let's go ahead and get our silicon out and get that one started. So, all right, we have 700 extra watts. So we can put in our 2 energy furnaces, which would be 500, taking us down to 200. We can then add another windmill and add a 5th drone to our chain here. That will be going and getting our glass, and we'll have everything, all of our drills being brought in, with the exception of our iron. Let me think here. So collect our cobalt. Put our finished products here. Sort this. All right, there we go. So let's see here. What is it for energy furnaces? Iron, silicone, and copper. Right. So yeah, once we get our 2 more energy furnaces, I think we'll be good as far as that goes, because we can have iron, copper, silicon, and cobalt all brewing at the same time without any problems. Yeah, see, they can't be too close together. Wait, Sky obstructed? So yeah, that's as close as those 2 can be. So that's one of the downfalls of those, is they take up a lot of space. They produce a lot of power, but they take up a lot of space. I mean, like where it says show key items? Huh. That's kind of weird. Oh, yeah. Oh, drones. Oh, wait, can we... Ooh, wait a second. Can we... Let us grab some wood and try some things. I want to try something. So if we say take you here and you there. Oh, so we could actually have our drones, like, deposit stuff into chests. Oh, well, now that is interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep so that I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, all of them are checked. Wait, so if we say... Huh. Oh, okay. I think... Oh, crap. Okay. So basically, it could take from a box. So that would be like an easy, quick way of transferring stuff over. All right. So like if I was playing with somebody and they were on another island and they wanted to give me something, we could set it up so that my drone would take from whatever's put in their box. Okay. Which is not how we want things done. you are... Yes. I find it kind of funny that that little thing is just like is just sitting there out in space. Like, I think that's basically, it's like, hey, when it, you know, it can come down and then, but it does, so it doesn't actually, there's literally two drones. It's like, hey, this one just picked up this, so then it just like transfers over there and then it drops back down, I think. At least that's the way it makes sense in my mind. It's got a little choppy there. And you are silicone. I should have known better than to try and set them all up that way. Like that was a poor choice. A very poor choice. And you are Cobalt. All right. But that's not a big deal. Not a big deal. We had that. We got that taken care of. So yeah. Let's see here. So yeah, now it's just kind of wait a little bit for things to collect. you go, little things. Alright, so we need iron. Need water. So we've got 23. Here's something that shouldn't work. We're putting chests in chests. That should not be possible. All right, and give me just a moment here. I need to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back. We're back. Right, iron, silicone, and copper. Okay. Yes, there. So now, see, we've still got 450. So with 250, yeah, we'd have 200 left over, and then a little bit more to finish off a drone. Not you, you. So we do need some. Got got silicone, you've got copper. Man, corn takes a while to grow. Of course, just as I say that, it finishes up. Actually, we could take our... Alright. What we're going to do here is we're going to say one there. There. And one there. And we're going to take those chests that we made. That one's way off. All right, so we're gonna take iron's gonna be in here. Silicone's gonna be in here. And cobalt's going to be in here. So now we've got everything kind of situated out. Here's a question. What is the wireless base? 15, 10, and 5. Okay. 15, 10 silicone, 5 cobalt. That lovely hum. Because I would like to have lights. Have that there. Because we will also need a logic block. Go ahead and put in a logic. Let's go ahead and make the logic block. More cables than we'll need. So you into there. You into there. Alright, and you are turned off for right now, which is good. Or no, we want you on when the sun is down. Corn is done. Too thirsty to sprint, huh? Hey, you're not. Berry cake. Oh, that needs sheep's milk. So I need 6 more of those and 2 more silicone. All right. All right, there we go. that taken care of. We need some critter feed. Critters will need water. For sure, I just jumped off that pig's back. Alright, so now we have 30 seaweed, which is awesome, because that'll make us our circuit boards that we need when we're ready for the circuit boards. Okay, what? Oh, I remember what we were making now. We were making this thing. Can we put this, like, up here? Will it reach up here? No, it won't. Okay. Okay, so that is not drawing power at the moment. Now, if we tell it to go ahead and draw power, so wireless light. Okay, but how do we hook up the wireless? How do we tell you to... You tell us when you are within range of... God damn it. That's not where... Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that light is 25. Cool. All right. Well, let's try putting you here. Now we're going to say, yeah, okay, so we are getting power to the light. Now we say you turn off. So during the day, we don't have any light coming to it. But at night, the light should turn on. All right. So we need copper. So let's see here. We've got 5 cobalt. So we'll throw some cobalt in there. So, all right, for that we would need 5, 10, 15 cobalt and 15 copper. Okay. And then we'll have our four circuit boards that we will need for our forester. So then we'll need another 16 cobalt. We had like a bunch of cobalt. Oh, we do have a bunch of cobalt. It's all in here. Why don't things auto stack? All right. So I will need to know, I will need to find out how much how much power the forester needs. So if we take one piece of glass, we can make a network display. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Now we just need more wood and more cobalt. And then I think the way the forester works is it just grows trees and chops them down all in one go. Alright, that should be more than enough wood. Piggies! Alright. So yeah, now we just need to wait for our cobalt to Need 6 more pieces of cobalt, and we'll be able to make a forester. I just don't know. You know what? Let me take a look here. Let me look it up and see how much it needs. All right. So it takes 400. It takes 400 watt. Apparently, it takes 400 watts to power the forester. So that'll be 2 wind turbines. Or windmills. Yeah, it's kind of costly as far as power. But then again, we are getting, you know, it is like very, very... It is very handy. All right, so... We do need some more copper. So let's see here. We've got almost enough iron. Need a bit more iron. Excuse me, chickens? What is the need for it? Right. So we'll need a total of 30 cobalt. Cobalt, 30... Alright, we have the copper. So we can take our copper out and put in... silicone instead. Alright. So we've got our 16 iron, our 16 copper. We'll need 30 cobalt and 30 silicone. Because we're just gonna provide it with enough power from the very get-go. And it is freaking huge, man. It's like freaking huge. All right. We're was gonna say you there. Boom. So yeah, see, it's got it's got its own water tank. It'll grow the trees. It just needs power. Alright, so 3 more silicon, 20 more of you. Alright. Wow, so that does not provide a lot of light. No. How does the the candle provides like enormous amounts of light. This like, here's a little speck for you. Just a little something. Not much. So I'm thinking we'll do some rafters. And we'll put them on, like, maybe every other one. And they only use up, what, 25? Oh, 75 for the wire. 50 for the wire. Oh, okay. So maybe the power base only will transfer only 50? So we might only be able to get 2? So we'll put one there. And then one like here. All right. All right. And now if we say put you here. You here. Now we say connect you to there, you to there. You've got enough to start. So yes, that'll continually water, grow, and harvest trees. Alright, so we're halfway to our corn need. I don't know, maybe we'll go ahead and make another wind turbine. Or another Sky Turbine. Yeah, we definitely still need something to replenish them. Although, if we could have something kind of like this, where it's like, hey, here is a farm area with six crops. If we could have something like this, but with like 6 plots for crops, and then just say, hey, here's the seeds, it would be able to plant them, water them, harvest them. With the seeds that it gets from harvesting, replant them. I mean, there's no reason why we wouldn't be able to do this. You know, to do this without... Alright, deposit it. And that gave us 2... Wait, you chopped down 2 trees and only got 2 wood? Man, it's horrible. It's awful. It's kind of a bad design, really. Alright, so I need 5 copper and 5 cobalt. And then I will need iron for the actual wind turbine. I'll need 30 cloth, which should not be a problem. Alright, there's the cloth. Our critters need some food.
go up and get some iron. That's what I was gonna do. Or I got distracted. There. We're gonna see if we can't put this one like up here on the roof. Like put it up like right here or something and then just connect it straight down to there. It would be really nice if we could like have these outside and have the drones just deliver directly to that, but I don't think they deliver anywhere other than the drone base. So whatever you assign it to is basically you're telling it to pick things up. Now you're starting to get some wood. At least that's the nice thing. It just works through the night. It's working 24/7. It may only get like one piece of wood per tree, but it's working 24/7. Let's see here. Alright, yeah, that should be fine for making our next wind turbine. And that should provide us enough power for... What, that should provide us 600 more power, so that should provide us enough power for two more drones. And we already have enough power for one more oven. Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah. You're starting to it's really starting to crank out the wood now.
All right, so yeah, with with another sky turbine, we'll have plenty of power. We can put in another one of those right now. Like I said, then with another 200, we could do our fifth drone, which will be for our sand. And we can power plenty of lights. Although I think each one powers all wireless consumers in range. All right, let's go ahead and drop in some copper. All right. Unlimited power. That's the that's the achievement that I just got. It's unlimited power. Holy crap. So yeah, we're producing lots and lots of power. So let's go ahead and get like everything powered up here. Let's see what our power consumption is. We say, drop you guys in. We drop you in. So yeah, with all three of those going, plus all four of our, we have 1260. Of course, what is the wind right now? The wind is at a 3. Oh my God. Okay, so the storm is a-coming. That is going to bolster our wind a lot. Also might screw up our crops. Which seriously, how is this stuff not like flooded out? You would think that it would be like this stuff would be flooded by the fact that it's getting watered 24/7. All right, so we need 15 copper, 15 iron. Right, okay. Iron might be a bit of an ask. Fill a carafe as much as we can. See what we can get as far as iron. Now the storm has arrived.
shouldn't that be like on? There we go. So yeah, we've got 2 wireless lights using 50 power, so all right, that was close. That was real close. Don't hit my drones, please. Oh yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. A lightning rod would be fantastic. You know, maybe it's technically still day, so. Come on, corn, grow, 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 baby, grow. We get it. You're pissed. Our little guy still, yes, he is still working. You just tried to kill my pigs. That's not very godlike. I saw you. That was attempted porcicide. Okay. That is Jesus. All right. Yeah, somebody's really out to get me. So at least it like warns you when there's, you know, something's about to hit. At least they're realistic in that fashion. That looked like it was right there with the wind turbines. And the rain has ended. Don't think any of our stuff died. Yeah, see, two lights isn't too bad. I think they're supposed to be, you know, a little bit lower. Yeah, they got the storms right. Oh my goodness, did they get the storms right? Alright, there's all that. None of our plants died this time. That's good. This is very subtle lighting. What happens if we say, I want to take you, I want to say, I want you down. Yes, yes. Now we're going to say, demolish you, and say you there. Say demolish you. Say you there. Okay, that's a bit better as far as lighting. So the question is can we put one like in the center here? I don't think so. Although, you know what? We could... Whoops. Not that one. don't really like the ceiling that low. Feels too cramped. Although apparently we can just like we can just okay. We just have lights hanging in the air. That's kind of funny. Everybody is full up. Okay, so with the circuit board, we can upgrade these. Upgrade to unlock, upgrade slot, insert circuit board. Okay, so does that open up like another, so can we get like 2 stacks? I think that's what it's saying. We'll make a circuit board and we'll see. We'll make a circuit board and we will see what it does. And if it does what I think it does, then yeah, we'll upgrade them all and basically get more storage space. Say circuit board, boom. And okay, so yeah, now our drone base can hold up to 32 pieces of copper, which is pretty nice. Now, I want to try something. We say put you here. Close to another Sky Turbine. Okay. But what happens if we say... collides with another object. What other object? What are you even talking about? Oh, collides with player. Okay. All right, there we go. They are technically colliding. But we could always take you and say, you come over to here. We do have massive amounts of power. Of course, we could just like line the upper area. We could like line an area with just those, tie them all together, and then like run a cable system all the way out, and just be like, hey, everything gets power. Connect all the power. That would be an interesting setup, I think. Like, just like, as you know, put them together as tight as can be up here. Just be like, hey, we're gonna have like, you know, 1, 2, you know, maybe 4 up here. Next level up, another 4. And like I said, then just group them all together on one post, and then just set a cable line all the way across, so it's like, hey, all of our power is coming from over there, and it's not interfering with us. there's all of that. Go ahead and take this. Alright, we'll just go ahead and turn everything into animal feed. I think our next thing that we're gonna buy is going to be the automatic feeders and stuff. I just realized I haven't collected eggs or truffles in a while. All right, 64 units of wood. Nice. Alright, so for one, oh. No, we got that. Okay, so we've got that. We should have the copper soon, if not already. Yep, we already have it. Cool. So we just need the iron. Actually, I think we have, right? Yeah. Really? There's one right next to you. Alright, there we go. So now we can say, you do silicone. You do cobalt. And we'll have you doing iron. And we are just... We are doing just fine on turning out ingots. So yeah, we're using 2,200 units, watts of energy. 2,300 when it's nighttime. But we've got everything powered. We're doing just fine on power, so 18. Yeah, we've got more than enough power. We have more than enough power. And once our algae collector gets up enough, and we can come over here and we can make a circuit board. We can expand out another of our another drone. So pretty soon our drones will be able to completely empty out a drill, and just, yeah, we'll be good. Now I am thinking I may go ahead and see about doing two more drones just to take care of, just so that we can have our iron and our sand delivered to us That would be kind of nice, but maybe we don't really need that. Anyway, that is going to be where we're going to end for tonight, though. And, in fact, end for the week, because as of this week, I am officially taking Fridays off. So there will be no streams Friday night, Saturday morning type stuff. We'll be back Saturday, most definitely Saturday or Sunday morning, I guess I should say, with more escape memoirs. I'm thinking we'll start doing Skyrim on Saturday at 8 p.m. On the weekends at 8 p.m., but I'm not entirely sure yet. So, with all that said, though, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, consider prodding that subscribe button. Don't forget, the top link in the description down below will take you to our fourth wall page where we have all kinds of merch like our Vault Doors t-shirts, our South Park inspired mugs, and much more. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live, you can ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below because YouTube isn't great about notifying you guys when I go live. It's everything from the Facebook page to the Twitter account, Tumblr account, Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for the Discord server, where I make sure to notify you guys of when we go live. Like I said, no stream tomorrow, but Saturday we will definitely be back with more escape memoirs at midnight. But all that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!